Good morning, dear kids. Welcome to your science class. So, the topic which we were dealing with was microorganism. We had seen that what are microorganism, their shape, size. We have seen their usefulness in our life, and we had started the harmful effects of microorganism in the previous class. So, today we will deal with microorganism and food spoilage. Now, food spoilage means that food which becomes unfit for our consumption. You know that the conditions which are helpful for the growth of microorganisms are warm temperature, air and moisture. Means the microorganisms grow very well in warm temperature if the conditions are warm, presence of air is necessary, and moist climate is best for them to grow. Now, if these things they get in a place, they start growing. Now, if microorganisms grow in our food because of presence of these conditions, then our food gets spoiled, and the microorganisms they produce some poisonous substances which causes food poisoning. So, how to know whether the food is fit for consumption or not? There are few things which help us to know that the food is whether fit or unfit for consumption. First thing is foul smell, bad smell. If the food is contaminated by microorganism, then foul smell comes out from it. Then the surface becomes slimy. Slimy means sticky or some cottony growth you can see on the surface. You must have seen if we have kept citrus fruit like orange, or we have kept bread for many days without any preservation, then a cotton like growth they grow on the surface. This shows that the food is unfit for use, that the microorganisms have grown in that food. Surface discoloring. It is also another indication. The color of the surface changes. The color gets discolored. Another is sour taste. The food becomes sour in taste. Okay, खट्टा हो जाता है food. Gas formation. This is also another indication. So these indications help us to know whether the food is good for eating or not. Whether the food is contaminated by microorganism. So, is there any way to stop the spoilage of food, to stop the poisoning of food? Yes. We Indians, we are following various ways from very long time to preserve our food. We will see one by one then. The first one is boiling. You must have seen your mother boiling milk as soon as it comes to your home. Boiling milk kills the high temperature, kills the microorganism present in it, and the milk becomes safe from spoilage. Next is dehydration. Dehydration is a very old method of preserving food. You have seen your mother drying pulses, grains in the heat of sun to make it dehydrate. That means the water content, the moisture, which is very important condition for the growth of microorganism. This moisture is dried under the sun. So in the absence of moisture, microorganism cannot grow. Therefore, we expose the grains under sunlight for many days and make them dehydrated, and then we can store them. Then freezing or refrigeration, it is a very common method which is followed in our home. We keep fresh fruits, vegetables in the refrigerator. Why? Because a low temperature prevents the growth of bacteria and fungi. So freezing and refrigeration both help to preserve the food for a long time. Then there is canning. In the process of canning, also we can use some preservatives, which is a very effective method of preserving food. Like jams, fish, even cooked food are canned and kept for longer time. Another is preservatives. Preservatives are those substances which are added to food which keep the food fresh for longer time. The sauce, tomato ketchup which your mother must be making at home, there we use preservatives. Preservatives keep the food fresh for longer time. The use of sugar, salt and vinegar, it is very common. Your mother makes pickle every year. In India, during summer season, you will see the jars of pickle lying on the roofs of every house. That in that pickle, your mother used sugar or salt and vinegar, even oil. These things prevent the growth of microorganisms. Then another method, pasteurization. Pasteurization is a method in which the milk or foodstuff is first heated to a very high temperature and then it is cooled rapidly. In this process, the microorganisms are destroyed without changing the composition of the food, the nutrition, the flavor. In this method, in pasteurization method, generally milk is kept preserved. So these are the method of preserving food. So in food preservation, we try to reduce the growth of, or we try to prohibit the growth of microorganism and keep our food safe and fit for our use. So with this, the topic ends. The microorganism chapter ends here. After this, I will share with you the question answers and all the question answers and everything which is given in the book, and some extra questions also which you must note down in your notebook. I hope this video is going to be very helpful for you to understand this topic. Thank you. Have a nice day.